There's just a few days to go before exams, and these students are revising. Learning methods at this college are relaxed, with a lot of group work and oral rather than written tests. Rhys Sunderland finds it effective and rewarding.
Hey, Jamie.
Originally from Birmingham, he's been studying here for more than 2 years. And not on exchange from any British university.
It's a bit tricky, isn't it?
He just enrolled directly in the Danish system. He will complete his whole IT and economics degree at this college, with its modern methods and industry contacts.
We had a case with Telia, it's a big mobile network company out in Denmark, and I think it was great to work alongside them, get industry knowledge.
But there's also a financial reason for the move.
I wasn't really too set on paying £9,000 a year in the UK, which I don't think many students are.
Here, Rhys doesn't pay a penny for his tuition. Quite the reverse. Just like Danish students, he receives a kind of student salary, the equivalent of nearly €750 each month.
Hey.
Okay.
It's enough to pay for a room in this 4-room shared apartment. Among his flatmates is Oythur from Iceland. She's also reaping the financial benefits of studying here.
It allows us to live not as poor students. Of course, we're not rich, but we're not having to struggle every month with having to pay rent and groceries and everything. We get to live a quite comfortable life, I would say.
But unlike the Danes, students from other EU countries, plus Iceland and Norway, only get the financial assistance if they also work for around 11 hours per week. Rhys does regular shifts at this bar. His earnings here are on top of the money he gets from the Danish state.
In total, I'm probably making around, on average a month, €1,400 after tax.
Enough to make him completely financially independent of his parents.
Hey, Christian. How's it going?
Friends back home are jealous. But the state's generosity is the result of a 38% tax rate that also applies to the student grants, known by their Danish acronym of SU.
We have a higher tax system here, so things can be afforded to give SU and to pay for the free education and stuff like that, whereas in the UK we don't have such a heavy tax system.
The grants and free tuition attract plenty of foreigners. They make up 22% of the students in Rhys's college. Lately, though, the authorities have tried to limit the burgeoning numbers.
It has been a political subject since a few years. Actually, in 2017, KEA had to put a ceiling on top of the number of foreign students that they could accept. And we actually had to cut 25% of the intake of foreign students. And that's simply because they say all of a sudden we will lack money to pay for the education of our own Danish students.
The grant system has been in place for Danish students for more than 50 years. It was only in 2013, though, that the EU ruled that citizens of other European countries should be eligible too. Since then, the policy has become controversial, with some complaining that foreign students come here, grab their degrees and leave. Rhys, though, plans to stay.
There's many good job opportunities after graduation, so it makes sense. And I spent most of my adult life in Denmark. Most of my youth was spent in England, so I don't really know how I'd cope back home.
Denmark is also well renowned for its quality of life. The country frequently comes top or near the top in global happiness rankings. Anna and Clara aren't surprised, and they think the student grants are one of the main reasons for Denmark's general well-being.
It makes people want to succeed because we don't have that pressure. We don't start our working lives with debts to repay.
Definitely this creates mental and psychological security which increases or at least contributes to the happiness of people.
In 2017, 500,000 people in Denmark received their student salary. More than 21,000 of them were foreigners.